Hello, my name is Kelsey Kaufman, and this is my Module 12 Safety Assignment Reflection. As the first question asked, why internet safety is so important, and what is your role as an educator in teaching this? I think internet safety is so important because there's so many issues that can arise if someone isn't careful, from cyberbullying to sexual harassment to giving away your information that you weren't supposed to on a reliable source. I think internet safety is so important because if kids don't learn that at a young age, when they are young, they can accidentally do stuff which they think is fine, but really it's not. It could give out important information. It could get them caught up in something they're not supposed to be with somebody that they're not supposed to be, or they could be getting cyberbullied or doing the cyberbullying, which can affect kids in such a hard way. I think my role as an educator in teaching internet safety is to make sure that they are aware of it. Anytime that I feel like I would be teaching anything that's on the computer, I would want to give them a kind of a little background, a little education on internet safety and why it is so important, which kind of goes into the next question about the Net Smarts, because it's asking, how could I teach internet safety in my future classroom? Well, after going to that site and going through everything, I think I definitely can use those PowerPoints or use those videos and stuff to share with the class the importance, because sometimes it's hard to explain to kids the importance, but with those presentation documents that I went through and all the videos, I think that's definitely a better way to explain the importance of safety for the internet. So that's definitely how I teach it. Before, if I have, same kids the whole year, before we ever touch a computer, I want to share with them that information. So I'm doing my part in trying to help them. And also, once they get onto the computer, kind of monitor what they're doing and making sure that they know kind of how to navigate with the good, navigate through a good internet safety. I really like the NetSmarts website. I definitely think it had a lot of information for not just students, but for parents and for teachers, basically for everyone. A lot of parents don't know everything about internet safety, so this type of website is really awesome. I really enjoyed the Teaching Digital Citizen. I think it's definitely a way to get a better understanding of, what you need to focus on internet safety, because not everyone would think cyberbullying goes in with internet safety, because internet safety is like making sure you're not talking to the wrong person, making sure to have stuff private and not enter your information. But cyberbullying definitely does that. So it's great that this website and that training will kind of show you and teach you all of that. I definitely think it is useful for educators. I think as educators, we're supposed to be kind of like the front line in teaching these kids, because it's not always the parents that do it. We need to be their teachers and their leaders to share this information with them, especially if we are using a computer in the classroom. So the main points described in the youth safety article is definitely with cyberbullying. It talks about what is cyberbullying, the misconceptions about cyberbullying, and kind of how we can help change it. I definitely think cyberbullying is one of those things that people don't think of it as something that they need to teach about internet safety, and it's one of those things that people probably feel more comfortable bullying on the internet than they are in person, because they kind of have this free reign. They don't have somebody there, right in front of them talking to them. So I definitely think there is a misconception sometimes with the aspects of what cyberbullying entails. And that's kind of what the article talks about. Another part of the article it talks about is sexual harassment online, which is definitely a big thing. You hear about so many people getting sex trafficked or something because they talk to somebody online that they weren't supposed to, or they didn't know was bad, that had a fake identity, or kids accidentally stumbling upon a pornographic website, or even a spam email that sends them somewhere that they're not supposed to be, and something happens. So that also the article also talks about that type of the risk involved with that, the kind of misconceptions, and like the preventative measures and everything. So with that, I think a lot of useful information that I was able to take was kind of the like the preventative strategies, which kind of this whole section talks about, is how to prevent things like this happening on the internet, and how to help the internet safety. But I also think what really helped is the section where it talked about where work is needed. I definitely think that a lot of us may know the main parts of teaching cyberbullying or teaching sexual harassment, but there is work needed. It's not just by us, the educators, it's by the parents and people that are surrounding the kids. Everyone needs to know kind of what all this entails, and how, if not taught, how to be safe on the internet, how things can happen in both of those aspects. So that is my Module 12 reflection for safety assignments.